This popular influencer has been allegedly charged with breaking the internet after recent eye-popping content that was released directly on their social media platforms. More on this later.
Yo, what's good, y'all, man? This Diddy update is crazy, man. This is disturbing news, man, to hear about the names he's about to call out. And, man, I can't tell y'all everything. Y'all got to check this video out, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Appreciate the love and support. Like, subscribe, man. Hit that thumbs up. Definitely subscribe to the channel, man. Stay in tune on everything that's going on. I got y'all. Don't even worry about it, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Check this out now, though.
Drake. Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys. Black King God. Justin Bieber. Kevin Hart. Mark Wahlberg. Snoop. DJ Khaled. Swiss Beats. Kelly Rowland. Chris Brown. Maluma. Issa Rae. Sierra. Janelle Monáe. Yeah, that's my sis right there. Lizzo. Meg Thee Stallion. J Balvin. Naomi Campbell. That's your auntie. That's your auntie. Well, let's get back to the list. Okay. Jessica Alba. Rita Wilson. Gabrielle Union. Dwayne Wade. Usher. Demi Lovato. Shaq and his whole family. Tracy Ellis Ross. Lil Uzi Vert. Sway Lee. Rick Ross. Julian Huff. Diplo. D-Night. Drea. Burna Boy. The show's third singer. Nicole Scherzinger. Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls. Say Nicole. From the Pussycat Dolls. That's right. Paris Gold. Cara Delevingne. Winnie Harlow. Prince Montana. And a bunch of big surprises that I can't tell you. Because they're so big, sometimes they get busy and they forget that they committed to answering the phone and it's Easter. So, but tomorrow, on my Uncle Diddy's Live, it starts at 3 p.m. East Coast, 3 p.m. and 12 p.m. West Coast. Well, and bring the love. You know the love sign? You know the love sign, right?
24 hours of P. Diddy's arrest and already 18 people have stepped down, according to Ariel. CEOs, music executives, doctors. This is just the beginning. You think he ain't gonna? Yeah, well, he's going to. And I'm here for it. And if you try to defend the guy, which there's a lot of you out there, just scroll on by. We may even see a sizzle weekend. I bet Cat Williams is just laughing now. I see a lot of plea deals going on, because he ain't gonna see the light of day. And no one's gonna go down alone. No one. P. Diddy's doing a lot of singing. Well, everyone's name, that is.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Hamas. Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay?
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Oh, hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
Well, will Diddy start snitching?
He better. But the only thing I'm interested in him talking about is everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White. See, I know you know what happened to Corey. Diddy, I know that. You and Jay-Z. Down in Vegas at Tao with Claudia. Why don't you just talk about Kathy? That might help. That might help a lot. Kathy Coriana White, Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public with their relationship and the baby while he was married to Beyonce.
Now,
Was
Jack,
it an aneurysm, Diddy? Or are you the one who paid the same coroner that you... Oh, Diddy, you should talk.
do you feel the federal government will probably speak to Jay-Z in regards?
They already have.
Oh,
They talked to him before he made that Super Bowl announcement. Isn't that interesting? He was questioned by the feds before he made the Super Bowl announcement. Blink twice. Oh, this about to get fun for me.
so what are your thoughts on all the his celebrity friends that denounced those allegations and were like, "This is false," and they were saying,
Liars.
"Yeah, should they speak up now? Should they speak up now?"
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit. For the people that have been denying it, you know what? Let's not be coy. I am Jaguar. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Off of Justin Bieber alone.
Put me in a room with them and say, we're gonna see who the fuck make it out here alive. That's what we just need to get to, because that's the shit that there's nothing I won't do. You not making it out of here, bro. Whoever it is, bro, sis, child, that's how it is for me. Just put me in a room with them and say, we're gonna see who the fuck make it out here alive. That's what we just need to get to, because that's the shit that there's nothing I won't do. You not making it out of here, bro. Whoever it is, bro, sis, child, that's how it is for me. Just put me in a room with them and say, we're gonna see who the fuck.
When he comes to a Pdiddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. Would you get the drink on his head? And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put him to sleep.
Next day, right?
You put the drink on his head.
There you go. There it is.
Damn.
Sean Puffy Combs' federal charges have little, if anything, to do with domestic abuse or pedophilia. His major sex crime, federally, is he's being accused of transporting women across state lines to engage in sex. What we call prostitution. Not Casey, not the freak-offs, not underage girls, but prostitution. Why am I bringing this up? Because I don't support prostitution either. I do not support men paying for the sugar box. I do not support black women having to sexually exploit their sugar box in order to pay their bills. With that being said, prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. Prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. Prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. It is the sexual trafficking that Sean Puffy Combs is being accused of. Not domestic abuse, not freak-offs, not stomping out Cassie, not engaging in sex with underage women. It is interstate sexual trafficking. That is the charge. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up, please God, because when I listen to the news, they're not talking about the evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. When I listen to the news, they're not talking about the evidence of Sean Puffy Combs. When I listen to the news, I have yet to hear anybody give me a specific piece of interstate sex trafficking evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. I'ma say it again. I'ma say it for the low political IQ Negroes. I'ma say it for the average political IQ Negroes. And I'ma say it for the high IQ Negroes. I haven't seen or heard a single piece of evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. I ain't read it in the New York Times. I ain't read it in the Philadelphia Inquirer. I ain't heard it on CNN. I ain't seen it on headline news. Where is the evidence that Sean Puffy Combs engaged in interstate sex trafficking? I keep hearing about Cassie when I turn on the news. Why are we hearing about Cassie when Cassie has nothing to do with the federal indictment? I don't think any black man should have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I don't think any black man needs 1,000 bottles of baby oil. But I haven't seen anywhere in federal law where owning 1,000 bottles of baby oil is a federal crime. Brothers and sisters, are you with me so far? Brothers and sisters, are you with me so far? Do you understand, overstand, and understand what the most requested black scholar in the world is saying right now? Do you understand and overstand and understand what the most requested black scholar in the world is saying right now? Do you understand, overstand, and understand what the premier Pan-Africanist on the planet is saying to you right now? Baby oil is not a federal crime. Stomping out Cassie, he was not charged with a crime. The freak-offs are not crimes. So why do we keep hearing about Cassie? Why do we keep hearing about baby oil? Why do we keep hearing about freak-offs? Where are the federal charges, and why are the charges being sealed? Why did the feds seal the charges against Sean Puffy Combs? I'm going to tell you one reason why the feds sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs. One of the biggest reasons they sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs is because the evidence is probably weak. The evidence is probably weak. And because the evidence is probably weak, that he is guilty of interstate sex trafficking, and because the evidence is probably weak that he is guilty of interstate sex trafficking, they had to seal the charges. They had to hide the charges from you and I. They had to hide the charges from you and I long enough for the public execution to be carried out.
Breaking news right now, Larry. I am just getting word. People magazine says it's got a source on the inside that tells them that P. Diddy's on suicide watch tonight. Do your sources confer the same information? Are they saying it was possible?
Yeah, he is on suicide watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there, he was like an overnight guest. When they called his bond hearing, now they checked him into the system, and reality has hit him. And I understand that he has a shrink coming by his cell to see him several times a day. They have housing units, and they're mixing bank robbers, drug dealers, rapists with white-collar people. And this is why Diddy, he can't go into a regular housing unit because somebody will take him out for sure.
My thoughts reading the 14-page indictment yesterday were that there are a lot of people in Hollywood who are probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on. That's not to say that they were necessarily even involved in any of the things that are alleged by the U.S. Attorney's Office. But if you're at that party and it turns out that that's when he set up one of these freak-off sex parties, or that it was going on in another room and you didn't know about it, there's a good chance that you're going to be called by the U.S. Attorney's Office. And certainly if you were involved, you would get a call because they're going to want to know everything you want to know, and may even want you to be a witness. I just think, we're just starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve. And the feds have said that this remains an open investigation. There could be more charges for Diddy. There could be more charges for other people involved. And usually the way this works is once they find out other people are involved or were witnesses, they bring them in and they sort of lean on them, and it's sort of like, you're going to cooperate with us, or there's a possibility that you could face charges. So this is going to be a slow developing case here, because we're just getting started, and I don't see how this trial begins anytime before next year.
Well, everyone, it seems like the big names in the rap scene are going down one by one. We've all been watching the situation with Diddy unfold as he's faced lawsuit after lawsuit, to the point where the feds actually raided 3 of his homes. Ever since those raids, people have been wondering what would come next. Well, the time has finally come. Diddy has officially been arrested. Yes, Diddy has been taken into custody and is now in and out of court, fighting for his life against the serious charges he's facing. And while all of this is happening, rumors are swirling that Jay-Z might be next in line. There are even whispers that the FBI is planning a raid on Jay-Z due to his close connection with Diddy. As wild as it sounds, if your best friend is involved in some pretty shady things and you've had a similar career, it's not hard to believe there might be some overlap in those events, or that you had some kind of involvement. Jay-Z has been seen attending Diddy's infamous parties, and who knows what the feds might have found during the raids of Diddy's homes. Maybe Jay-Z's name or face popped up in some of the evidence, whether it be tapes or documents, and now it looks like Diddy won't be going down alone. Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, seems to be next on the list after Diddy's arrest. So stick around, because we're going to dive into all the rumors surrounding a possible federal raid on Jay-Z, his connection to Diddy, the accusations he's facing, and how he might end up sharing a jail cell with Diddy. There's a lot to cover, and this story is far from over.
Good afternoon, everybody. So we made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility. and I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. I understand that the government has a great amount of electronic devices that they have to download and provide to me, but everything's on the government's timetable.
Yeah. We're going to stay on a Boosie topic. Why you think Boosie is defending Diddy?
Boosie is a problem. And the biggest problem that I have, for every complaint that people make about that jackass, nobody's calling him out for lining up Mo 3. I find it interesting that he got popped in the ass at the Big T in Dallas right after the funeral. And now all of a sudden they want to take it and turn it on Yellow Beezy. It was... I'm just going to say what I got to say. I know you done it, Boosie. I know you the one that sent the shooter to shoot Mo. I know you the one that sat with the governors to set him up. I know what you done, Boosie. You come from Louisiana, fuck around in Dallas, and then go back to Louisiana and then sit with Vlad, who is also a known Fed. You a Fed. Boosie, tell the truth. Shame the devil. Make your mama proud. We know your kids don't like you. Make somebody in your family proud and tell the fucking truth. The only reason you doing what you doing now is because the feds is covering for you because they asked you to line up Mo 3. And I swear to God, if anybody tries to indict Yellow Beezy for anything, I'm coming back to the Triple D and raining hell. You sitting over there working with Curtis Faggot Jackson, trying to line up your own people so that you can have a stake at the big table when they move Birdman out the way. Why don't nobody y'all want to talk? Let's talk. Super Bowl was promised to the South. It was promised. And it was taken away. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Want to know why? Because then people have to admit the part that they have played that has led up to all of this. Government performance is government performance. Rat is rat. And I know exactly how much cheese Bootsy loves to eat. Fucking weirdos.
Jack, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
We're going to stay on a Boosie topic. Why you think Boosie is defending Diddy?
Because he has no choice. What choice does he have? That's no different than Charleston White defending half of the people that he defends. Just a week ago, he sat over on the blue couch, called me the Diddy bitch, said that shit was over and wasn't nobody talking about it. Oops, I guess you were wrong, you little one-eyed freak. Also a government informant. Trying to line up real life so you can move me out of the way so they can stop spreading the truth. I'm sick and tired of these niggas. And I dare a motherfucker to call me a liar, especially you, Bootsy, with your deviant loving ass. This isn't the first time he's cried for a pedo. He cried for R. Kelly, too. Whereas everybody forgot when he sat up there. Fuck you, MCP. I'm sorry. MREC.
It's all good.
Charge it to the game.
I'm charged to
Charge it to the game.
I'm charged to the game.
Understand this. When R. Kelly first went in, Boosie sat there and cried for him online. They took his commissary. They took his commissary. Oh my God. I can't believe they took his commissary. But we know how much you don't want to have to put money on books because you're willing to sacrifice rappers that are better than you to do it. I'm calling you out, Boosie. Keep trying it. And I'm going to start talking to people who really know you in Louisiana down Natchitoches. You little fucking bayou bitch freak. I'm tired of him. They took his commissary. Bitch ass nigga. You put some money on this book. Don't sit with Vlad. Set up another rapper.
So we coming to you live. Diddy late nights. Anything can happen. I'm just vibing. It's so wide. So you gotta keep
Let me tell you something. Girl. Everybody want to know, how did this happen to Diddy? Diddy was living a life that one could dream of for many years. He had multi-million-dollar companies. He had Revolt TV. He had all kind of money coming in. He had a deal with Ciroc that paid him $60 million a year. But one day, he woke up and that Diddy ego thing clicked on him. He turned on the owners of Ciroc. And that's what caused this whole Diddy freako federal investigation. Ciroc is $100 billion company, but see, they hired Diddy as a partner, but he ain't had no equity in the company in his contract. Ciroc gave Diddy a total of $1 billion over the span of 17 years. But just like Tony Montana in the movie Scarface, when he thought he was a little bit too powerful, he disrespected Sosa. And that's when Sosa sent them hitters to knock his ass off. Well, Sosa is Ciroc, and the hitters is the fans. And Diddy done messed around and found out that he messing with a power bigger than him. He was barking up a goddamn tree that done fell on his goddamn pretty ass. Do you know that Diddy tried to manipulate the company Ciroc? He tried to make them give him $100 million or threaten that he'll sue for racism from the company so everybody will turn on the company. But see, the company knew they was powerful and knew they had money, right? They had resources that did, and they had dirt in their back pocket on Diddy. So they declined his manipulative tactics, and he went ahead and tried to sue them in June of 2023. And about 5 months later, in about November of 2023, that's when Cassie came out and sued Diddy for an undisclosed amount of money, and he settled in less than 24 hours. The company had already started playing chess and moving pieces on the board, right? In January of 2024, Diddy attempted to drop the lawsuit against Ciroc, but it was too late. They took that disrespect that Diddy did as some unforgivable cologne. You can't be forgiven. You got to see us about that. Because see, the Ciroc owners were studying Diddy the whole damn time. He thought they was cool. He thought the people was on the type of time he was on, but he was really under surveillance doing his contract. They knew he was nasty. They knew he had all that goddamn baby oil and Johnson & Johnson in there. They watched, they said, what's up with this? What's going on? And he trusted them, and he invited them to the freako parties. They probably never indulged. They probably never engaged. That's why they stuck them in there and them goddamn cameras, because they knew what was going on, and they knew not to get involved, because they knew they was going to screw him over time as he tried to play them. Think about what I'm saying. They kept it in their back pocket because they never trusted Diddy. They knew that his ego would be an issue with doing business with him. So just like Sosa in the movie Scarface, they moved with power and they silenced Diddy for the rest of his life. Diddy ain't never gonna escape it. I don't care what kind of lawyer, he gonna get Cochran. It don't matter what, they got too much footage and they finna take down the whole Hollywood rap industry, everybody through Puff Daddy. Everybody shaking their boots right now. From Khaled, the Ross, to everybody who ever been in his house. They scared right now. And I would be too, because the laws of conspiracy carry 5 to 10 years. And if you saw something and you ain't say nothing, that's called conspiracy. Even if you ain't engaged, you supposed to alert them people. And that's how they'll get most of these artists. They gonna get some time. Remember Jacob the jeweler in that Big Meat trial? He ain't had nothing to do with it, but they caught him with the money laundering. He didn't know what was going on. Think about what I'm saying. And he did that time on the house. But y'all comment below and y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation. But this ultimately how Diddy got caught up. He thought he was bigger than the program, and the program wound up swallowing him up. Y'all comment below. Y'all like this video. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, baby. We the business.
Puff wasn't right what he did to people around us, man. He wasn't right what he did to people around us. Him being hard-headed, not listening, and not telling the truth and constantly lying cost a lot of people their lives, man. It cost a lot of people their lives. Him not having a bond is not surprising. He should have waited to see what they was going to offer. Because if he got 50 million to get him and offer that, then they think like, yo, that's too little of a money. The whole thing about it is, When you lean on right, you ain't gonna never turn to wrong. And my whole thing about it is that I was not never no play. I'm playing with people. I joke and I tease, I talk about you and everything like that. But if I come to the table something that's real, respect that. And that became a part where the respect was gone anytime that, and it probably don't have nothing to do with me. There was ulterior motives that took Big to that party, bro. There were other motives that took Big to that party that led him not being here today.
Did you ever go to a Diddy party?
Yes.
And what was it like?
A Diddy party?
Is it like
Off-
what they have in the media
off,
or
off the
completely
hook.
Off the hook?
And whenever they went into the quote unquote alleged other section,
Yeah.
I was never there.
You were gone.
That's like, I think in general, getting away from Diddy, and God bless him and whatever else he's dealing with. I don't beat people while they're down. That's just not who I am character-wise. No one can erase his legacy. Bad Boy Records and Faith Evans and Biggie and Craig Mack and 112 and Total and, I mean, mogul. I mean, I don't know what all that other is going on, or allegedly, but man, legacy is legacy, man. Surviving Neverland. Did that stop you from listening to Michael Jackson after the documentary came out? I don't know.
In the world. Love, love, love. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sirski.
Tell them about the freak off, Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr., tell them about the freak off. Tell them about the freak off. Tell them the truth. Tell these people the truth. Oh, shut the fuck up. You don't give a fuck about none of these kids. Do y'all see a fucking picture in his house of a fucking kid? He don't care about these kids. All he care about is doing drugs, drinking alcohol, fucking these hoes. That's what you care about. So let's go. I'm a Diddy bop the fuck up out of here. You and your freak off. You can get back to your freak off in a minute. You'll be next. You'll be next. You'll be next. You'll be next. Your stories will be coming out next. He gonna say my daughter crying.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and maybe about 15 others.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in.
Right.
At the moment,
Diddy's finished, man.
Oh my, when you saw the tape, what'd you think?
He's finished. No Diddy. In this game, just be humble. All your friends, all your so-called friends, all the people at the party, nah, that shit is over. There's no friends in this shit. There's no love. It's all business.
He should enjoy himself, brother, before he go to jail. Cause he might not see those whitewater rafting again. He might not see none of the stuff, but he should enjoy himself before he get his just dessert. Cause he did a lot of crazy shit to people around us. He did a lot of crazy shit, and he deserved to be wherever those people gonna put him at once they prove their case.
When you're a billionaire and you beat somebody's ass, Cassie is not a gangster chick. Girls I know would have whipped Diddy out the towel. They would have been rolling on the floor. They would have kicked him in the nuts. They would have maced him. They would have stabbed him. And that's just not saying, and that's girls I know. Any girl I know is not just gonna let a man sit there and beat on him.
There is an old commercial that is showing a Diddy party, and all of these celebrities on there are talking about Diddy's freak off parties. This commercial is absolutely crazy, and you cannot tell me that all of these people in Hollywood haven't known, just like Cat Williams said, about Diddy parties. Derek Jeter is the first one to start talking about Diddy's parties in this commercial, and look under his name, it says The Art of Swinging. He goes on to explain how Diddy had a party for 5 days in a row on his private jet called Air Diddy, and he honestly doesn't see how he did that. You also have other celebrities in this commercial talking about Diddy parties. One of them is Nicole Richie, and it says next to her name that she had been to 4,500 and some Diddy parties. And then you even have Fat Joe in this commercial talking about Diddy's parties after the parties. Like, this shit is absolutely wild. I honestly don't remember this commercial, but it was used for the VMAs. Cat Williams literally told us that he's heard about Diddy parties for years and the people that go there, and he said Diddy likes to party and he always knew to tell him no, and how he was offered so much money for his hole. I don't care what nobody tells me, all of this Diddy stuff was well known in Hollywood, and this commercial is literally showing it. I'm gonna go ahead and roll y'all this crazy ass commercial about Diddy parties, and you guys let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
For the next 53 seconds, we'll take an in-depth look inside Diddy parties.
Diddy once threw a party on a jet flying around the world. Now, it started on a Tuesday and somehow ended on the previous Sunday. I don't know how he did that.
Now that I'm engaged, I've decided to slow down a little. 3 Diddy parties a week. Maybe 4. Not including the weekends.
Well, I remember one day we went to this Diddy party. Well, what happened? Lil Jon forgot his pimp cup. Yep. D-Rock went to Diddy and asked if he had a pimp cup Lil Jon can borrow. And he had a whole bunch of pimp cups. He had a pimp set.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook. A Diddy party or a Diddy after party. Or a Diddy after party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
The Diddy party legend continues tonight at 8 p.m. 7.
You're saying that you had an alleged relationship with Jay-Z?
Yes. And he gave my name Sasha to Beyonce, and they put the fierce on it. He gave my other alias to Robin Fenty. They called her Riri. Even though all my government names and all my say Riri. Let me tell you one story regarding Jay-Z. So we went to the private party to celebrate and everything. When he came back from the bathroom, guess where Jay-Z was? Right the fuck by me, talking to me. And when he came out the bathroom, he looked at me and I said, did I move? He said no. That's right before he gave Beyonce my name, Sasha.
Oh, how do you know he gave Beyonce your name, Sasha?
Because my name was Sasha before it was ever announced as her, Sasha. I got Diddy announcing me as Sasha at his party. Jay-Z gave it to Beyonce and put the fierce on it.
So are you saying that you... What happened between you and Jay-Z?
A lot. I want to talk about it on the next show. That's what I really got for you.
All right, cool.
For real.
All right. You're saying that you had an alleged relationship with Jay-Z?
Yes. And he gave my name Sasha to Beyonce, and they put the fierce on it. He gave my other alias to Robin Fenty. They called her Riri. Even though all my government names and all my say Riri. Jay-Z grew up in the Marcy Projects. And before I got married, my government name was Marcy. That's my maiden name, Marcy. So Jay-Z grew up in the Marcy Project, but Hov scared to do that project.
Like songs, What's that? That's Marv King? Niggas feeling marvelous. You gotta get the shoes though. Y'all know what it is.
Bruh, come on. You imagine what Diddy's going through. So this is what breakfast is. So today is Tuesday. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, he'll get fruit, cereal, breakfast cake, sugar substitute. I know it sounds good on paper. It don't look that good, okay? His lunch is going to either be a hamburger or a black bean burger, a baker. This is like school lunch, if you know what I mean. Lettuce or tomatoes, sliced onions, ketchup. Why I say catsup? Ketchup or mustard. Whole wheat hamburger bun. These are options you could choose from. Fruit and beverage. And then for dinner, pasta with marinara, chef salad or tofu chef salad, beets, dressing, assorted, and whole wheat bread and some type of beverage. Pretty much this is about the same. He gets pizza on Saturday. Pizza comes in he gets cheese pizza on Saturday. But you know, you ever had school lunch pizza?
Oh
Oh, man, what's going on? Hey, y'all better stay away from them lubricant boys, them baby oil boys. They coming for you. No Diddy. They coming for you. The boy like boys. You know what I mean? Because you don't need lubricant for a woman. Pussy already wet. You need lubricant and oil. So anybody that's been dealing with him, yeah, you're a lubricant boy. Mr. Lubricant. No.
I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave. I moved on, did not do any business.
You said he helped fund your political enterprise.
I never said that. I said that he proposed to give the Howard Scholarship, which is what I do in all realms. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on. And don't distort it as if, you know, he and I were bombale. This is someone that destroyed my life.
Were you aware of the freak-offs?
Sir, I had nothing to do with Sean Combs' personal life, no interaction. That level, everything was strictly on a professional level.
Diddy, are you ready to play? That's what he did in that music video, Chaos. Diddy, Lil Wayne, is he ready to play? I'm such a fan. I got a song for you that I want to sing. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. For a little while now, and it's me and you for life.
I got one rule around these parts. You don't go nowhere without me knowing where you are. Because I got to protect you. Do you know why I want to protect you? Let me tell you. Can't you see what you do to me? Our love was meant to be. You were made for me. Oh, baby. Boy, y'all not dancing. You dance when I dance. Ain't like y'all know the rules in front of new folk. Oh, baby, can't you see what you do to me? Our love was meant to be. I love that Diddy bar. You were made for me. Oh, baby. It ain't quite a hit yet. Oh, I got it. Tell, shut that thing off. Shut that music off. Diddy, I need you to say this one ad-lib. I loved when you say this back in the day. I need you to say, take that.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
You never know. There could be notable people that show up here to get something. Who knows? They're going in. They're going in. Some lady just pulled up. Any comment on Diddy? Oh, she rolled her window up. Any comment on Diddy? Employees showing up. Who would possibly? I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out.
So to speak, of all the people connected to this case. And there he is on your bottom right, Moy Bond. You think he's not rolling over right now? To Robert Crispin joining me.
Man, them folks is connecting the motherfucking dots and everybody going down, man. If a motherfucker ain't watching this shit, you missing out on the world. I keep telling people, man, if you don't watch the real news, you'll miss and hear the fake news. And a lot of people ain't watching, man, but this is breaking news. Pdiddy ass is going to jail, man. International waters feeling like that whatever crimes he committed, he couldn't be charged for. But why he thought that he had everybody under surveillance and was using for blackmail tapes, the FBI was already had him under surveillance. So a lot of the tapes and stuff that they actually got out of P. Diddy's homes in Miami and New York and all these other different states, the FBI already got the recordings. They already got the recordings of all the famous people in the acts they already have done. So Kieran Gooding Jr., we knew, you know what I mean? We already knew dude was a sick motherfucker, man. You know, he's a weird motherfucker, but a lot of these motherfucking celebrities that people are looking up to and these actors, these basketball players like LeBron James, they got fucking hidden motives, man. They got their money and got that weird shit going on in their mind. You know, they want little girls and little boys. You know, and then you got motherfuckers like Jamie Foxx. That I'm telling you, he gonna wish that stroke would have took him out. Because this finna go down, man. These people are not playing with him, man. Look at it.
Maxwell. The Rodney Lil Rod Jones lawsuit alleges Sean Combs has an aide who plays a similar role to what Maxwell did for Epstein in helping procure potential victims for Combs. The Jones lawsuit further alleges there's evidence of the sexual assaults and sex trafficking as hidden cameras record everything throughout the Combs homes, which is why homes in LA and Miami were raided.
Guys, okay, there's that one where everybody's partying, and the other one is the one I'm trying to get to. Yeah, there. Okay, hold it. Where it says 80.
See, these folks already got inside videos of where these motherfuckers was having these parties, man. And you got motherfuckers, famous, rich, you know, motherfuckers like Floyd Mayweather and shit. They all out here throwing money where these girls out there stripping in the middle of these parties and shit. But then they got rooms where little boys and in there stripping for grown-ass men. Tell me this shit ain't sick, man. These folks is not playing out here, man. And they got a mean sex trafficking list that they put up, man. These folks going down, man. Look at it.
To the Jeffrey Epstein investigation, where it was determined Epstein was aided in his abuse by his girlfriend, Elaine Maxwell. The Rodney Lil Rod Jones lawsuit alleges Sean Combs has an aide who plays a similar role to what Maxwell did for Epstein in helping procure potential victims for Combs. The Jones lawsuit further alleges there's evidence of the sexual assaults and sex trafficking as hidden cameras record everything throughout the Combs homes, which is why homes in LA and Miami were raided.
Guys, why? Why is that apparently their choice of where these activities and nefarious activities are taking place? We got to examine that, Nima. What is interesting about that also is the use of hidden cameras. We believe, according to a witness, is catching literally thousands of hours of what could be State's Exhibit Number 1. Jump in, Nima.
In the Epstein case, you have to give credit to the victims like Virginia Giuffre, who wouldn't let the story go after Alex Acosta gave him a sweetheart deal. And here, really, it started with Cassie Ventura, and then others have come forward. Now, we know that abusers, people that sexually abuse young women, they often use intermediaries or others to groom the victims. And obviously, we know about Elaine Maxwell, but here you have his chief of staff, Christina Horam, who's alleged and named in Little Rod's lawsuit. And of course, he is really the impetus for, I think, these search warrants. He's the one that talked about these hidden cameras throughout the residences. He's the one who identified names of other rich and powerful people like Cuba Gooding Jr., who are allegedly involved in all this. So we know that Diddy had a lot of connections.
I said he was going to jail because God told me he was going to jail.
Have you ever been in one of these Diddy parties?
Yes, I have. I sat there with Storm Monroe 4 years ago and said that man was an S trafficker and he was using the business to S traffic young women and men. I said all of it. But when I pray for something, it always comes true. And I prayed the same prayer for Sean Carter. Y'all better get ready. I knew between the two Seans, go for the weaker one. Go for the knees. And I told Sean Carter, you are so closely tied to Diddy.
We got the infamous Jaguar Wright. Jaguar, what's happening?
Oh, nothing. Just God is good.
Sure
God
is.
So
Sure is.
you want to know what's funny?
What's funny, Jack?
Freaks like Tasha K and weirdos, like a few other individuals, have been running around for years. I sat down with Storm Monroe 4 years ago and said that man was an S trafficker and he was using the business to S traffic young women and men. I said all of it. Everything that I've been saying for over 4 years now, publicly, and probably 20 privately. Everything I said, it done happened. And I said earlier this year, Tisha didn't tell you, Sloan Bella didn't tell you, none of these people told you before I told you. This nigga's getting the perp walk. And I told you it was going to happen, not because of no evidence, not because of nothing. I told y'all it was going to happen because I prayed for it, and God don't play about me. I said he was going to jail because God told me he was going to jail. Y'all can cry. Y'all can do whatever you want to do. Get down on your knees. Pray to your little Diddy doll. I don't know what you want to do. But when I pray for something, it always comes true. And I prayed the same prayer for Sean Carter. Y'all better get ready. Everybody live right now. I'm going to let everybody go live. And then I'm going to just turn on the camera and I'm going to put up my CashApp and I want $1 from every motherfucker that ever called me a fucking liar.
Easy, Jack, on the cursing. You know, it's all good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's all good.
This
It's all
is
good.
emotional.
I got you.
No, people are, I can't believe this day. Why not? Why shouldn't bad men go to jail? I knew between the two Seans, go for the weaker one. Go for the knees. And I told Sean Carter, you are so closely tied to Diddy. There's no way I'm not going to pick at your drawers and a couple of his bones fall out. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to lean on this sloppy one. And I've been leaning on the diddler. And I've been leaning on him. Guess what? He done gave way. Now we going to see how much of his weight fall on Jay-Z. See, when I come for somebody, I come.
Well, let me ask you this. Being that he's in there with the feds and all that, you think Diddy gonna start giving up some names?
What are you talking about? He's been giving up names for years.
Okay.
Make no mistake about it. Him, Sean Carter and Sean Combs are government informants. There is absolutely no way guys like this, who were the bottoms in their neighborhoods, end up on top without government sanctioned help. These aren't the kind of guys that started off super scary. They hung with the super scary guys, but these weren't the kind of guys that started off. See, everybody sees them for who they are now, but you're not imagining who the fuck they were. I'm sorry, who they were before. Before they made their little special deals. Before they started doing all of the things they do. And listen, go back and listen to Gene Deal. There was an evolution from Puffy to the Diddler. Why don't nobody see the same evolution in Mr. Carter? Why won't nobody down south tell the truth about the fact that that big lip monkey promised them the next time Super Bowl came to LA? And when I say LA, I'm talking about Louisiana. They was going to get looked after. There was all kinds of deals. Why don't y'all tell the truth that this nigga fucking burned you just like he did Dame? Why don't nobody want to believe me?
They believe you. They see it now. Oh yeah. You know, ever since this whole thing with the, you know, Super Bowl with Lil Wayne not performing and Kendrick, yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lineup.
Yeah.
It's a lineup, and it is a lineup that benefits the government agenda. You don't get to hurt people with impunity for this many years and think that nobody saw it. Why is everyone so hush about my interview with Jonathan Hay? Why don't somebody just go and sit down and listen to what that man had to tell me about what happened to his life after he was Rihanna's publicist and Aubrey's publicist? Duct tape, getting pissed, getting pow whipped in front of his child after doing that story with Sophie when they was trying to disappear that kid away because that kid had allegedly been HT'd.
Wow.